Hey guys, it's Liz, and today I want to share with you my Valentine's Day card that I made. It's actually my video response for Sabrina, Sabrina Ann here on YouTube, her challenge, the Sexy Man Valentine's Day Challenge. She's been hosting this every year for the last 3 years, and I've had a chance to participate for the second time. And so this is my video response for the Sexy Man Valentine's Challenge for 2015. And for my card, I decided to use this really pretty paper by My Mind's Eye. It's called Lost and Found Recorded. It's so pretty. I haven't had a chance to use it, so I was glad to finally cut into it and use it for my card. And I'm so happy I did because my card turned out so gorgeous. Now, if you guys remember from like 2 years ago, I think the very first time that she hosted it, I did a card and I used my husband as the sexiest man, because to me he is the sexiest man alive on the planet. Seriously, there's no one else. And of course I didn't want to use him again, so I kind of wanted to give another guy a shot. So this is my second choice, you guys, of the second sexiest man on the planet according to me. And here he is. Take a look. What do you guys think? It's Channing Tatum. You guys, this man is so hot, and I'm sure a lot of you share that opinion with me, right? Now, this is the card that I created, and I wanted to create a shaped card. I've been wanting to make one for a long time, and unfortunately I don't have the dies necessary to create, the base of the card. I don't own any of them, and so I really, racked my brain trying to figure out how I can create one without using any dies. And I came up with basically some really hard work. I found a template online, and I printed it onto my, just regular printer paper or whatever. And what I did is I cut it out and I made templates, basically resizing each one down to size. I made a ton, as you can see here. It's a lot of work, of course, but if you do one, let's say you just need a template one time, right? And then use your printer or your copy machine or whatever you have and resize it each time. And then you just, print them out. You have to cut it out, of course. I cut it onto some thin chipboard, and then I traced that onto my scrapbook paper or printer pattern paper. Then I cut it out, and that's how I can get my shape. And of course, every time that you resize it down a little bit, you can get the different sizes. So that's what I did, you guys. This is how I made my shaped card without using any dies. It's a little more work, of course, but I think it was so worth it because I love the way my card turned out. And see here, you can see the the gradual layers as it's getting smaller. The shape is getting smaller. And I just used gray cardstock on my background. I've got the pretty pattern paper from My Mind's Eye. I inked all of the edges with pumice stone, which is a gray from Tim Holtz. And then I went ahead and sponged Snow-Tex on all of the edges just to soften it up a bit. You know what I mean? I didn't want that harsh gray, sticking out too much. So I softened it up with some Snow-Tex. And then this card is extremely dimensional, as you can see. There are pieces of cardboard underneath each of the layers because I really wanted it to, pop or, be dimensional. And I think it turned out so nice. I love it. Now this picture, of course, is just gorgeous. I chose this picture of him because, he's a beautiful, sexy man, of course. I give him that. He's definitely. But just look at him. He's beautiful. I'm like this googly eye right now. But even fully clothed, right? He is so damn sexy. So I just love it. And then what he was wearing went really well with the pattern papers. So that's the picture I did. Over here in the background, I have a piece, well actually it's the entire Tim Holtz weathered clock die. I cut it out first with the cardstock and then with some pattern paper, and I have it tucked behind the layer here. And then over here is just a Cherry-Lin die, the doily die that I love, inked with pumice stone and then Snow-Tex on top of that, and then that's tucked behind the picture. So I just wanted like a lot of layers. And then there's the picture, of course, again. Oh my god, so gorgeous. For the challenge, Sabrina wanted us to use pink and red, which I've done here, right? We were supposed to have a heart in our card. My heart is over here. And we're supposed to have glitter somewhere on our card, and I have glitter on my heart, so there we go. And then also for the card, we were supposed to include 3 reasons why we think this man is so sexy. And these are my reasons right here. I have them on these cute little magnolia doohickey tags that I cut out using the pattern paper. I inked them up with pumice stone and then some snow text on top as well. I printed out the the words from my printer, cut them out, inked them, and then glued them onto the little tags. And basically the reason why I think he's so sexy is, number one, he's handsome, right? Without a doubt. Number two is he's funny. He is really a funny guy. I mean, he just cracked me up in 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. He's just so funny. And I love that. I love a man that can make me laugh, you know? And the most important reason is he's down to earth. Or at least in my opinion he is, and he seems that way. There's a lot of, beautiful men, actors, singers, whatever, who just seem like just blah, because they think they're God's gift to women or something. But he really seems down to earth to me, especially if you guys saw that movie, what's that called? This Is the End, that comedy, where, they were basically making fun of him. He's walking around in a Speedo and a leash around his neck, He doesn't take himself seriously. He's not like, oh, I'm the best, blah, 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 I can't be humiliated or whatever. So I think that's why I really like him, He just seems really down to earth. So those are the 3 reasons why I think he's very sexy. And to top off my little tags, I just crinkled some seam binding that I dyed using Lindy Stamp Gang and Ruby Red Slippers. Look how pretty it came out. And then I have this cute little brad just in the middle of each of the little bows. So, really pretty. This piece here was from the same collection by My Mind's Eye, Recorded. It was the little die cut collection. So I just have that on there. So he's handsome, funny, and down to earth, right? I've got a piece of lace that goes all the way across my card. Of course, it's going to get covered by everything, but you can see a little bit, see, on each of the sides. And then I've got a beautiful flower cluster because I cannot live without my flowers. I think they're just so beautiful. And this big one I colored again using the Lindy Stamp Gang and Ruby Red Slippers. And then I dabbed the top with some snow text just to soften up the red. The pink ones that were already pink and they're just for my stash, so again I just dabbed them with some snow text and added them to my cluster. And then there's some pretty white ones as well. So there's some little itty bitty pink ones. And then the leaves turned out really pretty. They're by Spellbinders. It's the foliage dye. And then what I did is I just sponged some of the pumice stone while the die cut piece was still within the die, because it allows you to do like a stencil. So I really like it. It came out really pretty. And then I just dabbed some snow text on top. I've got some berries coming out of the cluster. And those are just little white, almost like a pearl berry type from the Christmas pick that I had from back in Christmas. I've got this huge one. It's all berries, so I like it. It came out really pretty. Here's some more leaves up here. And then the glittery heart, I don't remember where I got this, but it's just like a little, it's almost like chipboard. It's just a nice little glittery heart that I tucked behind the flowers. And that is it. That is my card, and I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. I think it looks really, really nice, and of course, it's beautiful to look at. Anyways, I don't know. But anyway, that's my submission to Sabrina Ann's challenge, my Sexy Man for 2015. And raise your hand if you can't wait for Magic Mike, right? Okay, July 1st, I will be there. But anyways, just thought I'd share with you my creation. Hopefully you guys like it. And there's still time to participate in her challenge. You have until the 14th, Valentine's Day, and she will pick a winner on the 16th. So super exciting, right? So definitely, go find a sexy man and make a sweet card. It can be a card or a tag, and this is for yourself. So have fun with it. I know I had a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys will participate as well. I can't wait to see your creations. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'll see y'all real soon. Bye-bye.